What's up everyone? Welcome back to Car Flash, your go-to channel for deep dive car reviews, raw impressions, and everything you need to know before stepping into the driver's seat. Today, we're putting the spotlight on a name that brings serious nostalgia, but this time, it's coming back with more punch than ever before. That's right. We've got our hands on the all-new 2026 Dodge Neon SRT4. A name that once meant affordable speed is now reborn for a new era. And believe me, this thing isn't just about branding. Dodge has brought back the heat. Let's take a close look at everything it offers, from design and performance to tech, pricing, and whether it's truly worthy of the SRT badge. Exterior starting right up front. The 2026 Neon SRT4 wastes no time making an impression. It's not the shy commuter car you might remember from the early 2000s. The face is aggressive. Dodge gave it a wide, low-slung grille with sharp black mesh and a bold red SRT badge sitting dead center. The LED headlights are lean and angry, slicing back into the fenders with a signature daytime running light that almost looks like it's scowling at you. The hood gets subtle but meaningful sculpting and nothing too showy, but enough to hint at the performance underneath. There's also a functional heat extractor vent near the top, helping keep the boosted engine cool. Overall, it's got that tuner meets modern sport compact vibe going strong. Think street ready without looking cheap. And with standard gloss black accents on the lip spoiler and grille surround, the SRT4 looks ready to throw down even before you hit the ignition. Move around to the side, and you start to notice just how tight and athletic this thing is. It's compact, yes, but it carries some real muscle in the stance. The side skirts are sculpted just enough to give it that Lowry look, even though it rides on a factory-tuned suspension. Wheel options start at 18-inch forged alloys, with optional 19s wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport rubber if you want the max grip package. The brake calipers, bright red, of course, no mistaking it's an SRT. Dodge has also included subtle design nods like black mirror caps, functional air vents behind the front wheels, and a sharp character line that runs clean from the front fender all the way to the taillights. The proportions are balanced, and the short overhangs give it a playful, ready-to-pounce feel that you just don't see in many sedans anymore. Even the roofline gets a subtle taper for better aero without compromising headroom. Around back, things get just as exciting. You've got a sporty rear bumper with integrated diffuser fins, dual exhaust outlets, the Rella, and a centrally mounted fog light in that F1-inspired style. The taillights are full-width LED, with the floating SRT logo that illuminates at night. And just like the front, it doesn't try to overdo it with fake vents or unnecessary clutter. Everything here serves a purpose. It's tight, clean, and purposeful. The optional trunk lip spoiler adds a little downforce and flair, while the rear stance is widened slightly thanks to the aggressive wheel offset. It's unmistakably a compact car, but it has presence. Dodge did a solid job of taking a familiar name and making it feel fresh, aggressive, and worthy of being in the modern SRT family. Interior: let's hop inside, and here's where things take a turn toward the unexpected. The 2026 Neon SRT4's interior isn't just sportier, it's surprisingly premium for the price point. You're greeted with deep bolstered sport seats wrapped in suede and leather, with red contrast stitching and an embroidered SRT logo on the headrests. They're not just for show either, they hug you tight in corners without being uncomfortable for daily use. The flat-bottom steering wheel is thick, leather-wrapped, and fitted with tactile metal paddle shifters if you go for the DCT transmission. Behind that sits a fully digital 12-inch instrument cluster, customizable with performance gauges, lap timers, G-force meter, so you name it. At the center is a crisp 10.25-inch touchscreen running Dodge's latest new Connect 6 system, which is smooth, responsive, and finally brings wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to the Neon name. You also get physical climate control knobs, thankfully, and a drive mode selector right in the console. Sport, track, and custom modes adjust everything from throttle response and shift points to exhaust tone and steering weight. Materials throughout the cabin are a noticeable step up from anything the old SRT4 ever dreamed of. Soft touch plastics, real aluminum accents, Ambient lighting. A Dodge has clearly stepped into 2026 with a new level of seriousness. Rear seat space is usable, thanks to the smart packaging. Two adults can sit comfortably back there, and the seats are nicely contoured even in the back row. You won't find the same materials back there as up front, but that's typical for the class. Trunk space is average for a compact performance sedan, with folding rear seats to open it up for longer gear or luggage hauls. It's practical enough to be your daily driver, which, let's be honest, is what most buyers will be using it for during the week. Now, onto the part we've all been waiting for: performance. The 2026 Dodge Neon SRT4 is powered by a turbocharged 2.4-liter inline-4, pushing out 296 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. That's a massive jump from the old days. Power is sent to the front wheels through either a slick 6-speed manual or an optional 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. And yes, there's a limited slip differential standard on both. Dodge wasn't playing around. The 0 to 60 time? Just 4.9 seconds with the DCT, and around 5.4 with the manual depending on conditions. The boost comes on early, and the power band is wide. You get meaty mid-range to work and enough top end to stay fun all the way up to redline. The exhaust note is no joke either. Dodge tuned it to deliver real pops and crackles in track mode, with a deep, raspy tone that makes the car feel alive without being obnoxious. Steering is direct and nicely weighted, especially in sport and track. The car rotates well, and while there's still some understeer if you push too hard into tight corners, the LSD and torque vectoring system do a solid job keeping things in check. Braking performance is excellent, with 4-piston Brembo calipers up front and ventilated rotors all around. Fuel economy isn't terrible either, with the manual rated around 26 miles per gallon combined, and the DCT slightly higher at 28 miles per gallon thanks to the extra gear and smarter shift mapping. It's not a hybrid, and it doesn't pretend to be. This is a driver's car first, but it won't destroy your wallet at the pump either. As for pricing, Dodge has positioned the 2026 Neon SRT4 smartly. It starts around $32,995. Which undercuts a lot of its hot hatch and sport compact rivals. Go for the DCT and performance package, and you're looking closer to $36,500 fully loaded. That gets you adaptive suspension, upgraded tires, a head-up display, and even a launch control feature. For the level of tech, performance, and design you're getting, it's a genuinely strong value. Dodge clearly wants to pull in not just fans of the old SRT4, but also buyers who might be cross-shopping something like the Hyundai Elantra N, Honda Civic Si, or even the Subaru WRX. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Dodge Neon SRT4 is more than just a nostalgia play. It's a modern, well-rounded sport compact that delivers real performance, solid tech, and daily usability without losing that raw fun factor that made the original SRT4 a cult hit. It looks sharp, sounds mean, and drives like it wants to be taken to the track but still fits into everyday life without asking you to compromise too much. Sure, it's front-wheel drive in a world going increasingly all-wheel and electric, but maybe that's the charm. It reminds us that lightweight, turbocharged, roll-your-own cars still have a place in this world. If you've been waiting for Dodge to do something exciting below the Charger and Challenger level, your wait is officially over. The Neon SRT4 is back, and it means business. Thanks for riding with us today on Car Flash. If you enjoyed this review, drop us a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss out on our next deep dive. Got questions about the Neon SRT4? Or maybe you've got your eye on a rival? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing from you. Until next time, keep it in gear and keep flashing forward.